Hello, hello, hello. Video request. Andy Sullivan goes, "Hi there, how are you? I'm good, Andy. Thank you. I hope you're well." Next video request. So, what are your thoughts on sports in general, such as skiing, bike riding, and all that? Also, have you ever thought about skiing to the South Pole? Why is that? Thank you, and have a nice day. What are my thoughts about sports in general, such as skiing, bike riding, and all that? When I was a kid, I really liked skiing and and if I had a family, I would want to go skiing again. And it's fun to do with your friends. Like follow each other, launch off the cliffs, and race each other down the moguls. Although I could never get any of my friends to race me down the moguls. I was good at that. They wanted to do the like powder skiing, which is fun. Um, but I haven't skied for a while. I haven't done that for because it costs money, and then you have to drive. And I always feel guilty about driving and burning up all that gas just to go skiing. And when I grew up, actually, I was on the Nordic ski team. This was in sixth and seventh grade, and then I dropped out because I had knee problems. But my brother was on it for like 5 years. He got really good. He was like one of the best in the nation. But um, I got third in the Frisco Gold Rush in junior category one year, which is a pretty big race, 10K. But yeah, every day after school we would go skiing up in Eldora, Nordic skiing, and it was this huge maze of trails. And in fact, I want to do that next winter. I want to Nordic ski up in Eldora because it's just like way out this like maze of trails, just around lakes and through, and it's really awesome. We used to do these like interval races and stuff, and then you can go down really fast, and it feels like you're going faster because you're on Nordic skis, and so there's less stability. When I was in college, I got into telemark skiing, which I was really into. Telemark skiing just with regular hiking boots, because it was just you can feel the ground more and all the different undulations and everything, and I got pretty good at that. Once I launched it, I did a helicopter off of this big cornice in Wolf Creek Pass, and landed it and just kept skiing. Man, it was this like huge cliff. Fucking awesome on my tele skis and my hiking boots. But I think we were on acid. I know. No, that was another time. But anyways, yeah. But I don't really do all that. Bike riding is the sport that I like now. Bike riding and weightlifting. I like kayaking, but kayaking is a sport that I would river kayaking. And there's some good rivers around here. There's actually one right in Boulder that makes good kayaking in the spring. But that's a sport you would do with a friend for safety reasons, but also it's just it's not as fun to do it alone. And I don't know anybody who likes to kayak, so I'll probably keep my river kayaks just in case I might meet anybody who might want to go kayaking with me. But and of course I'm going to do my sea kayak trip around the Caribbean later on. But bike riding is my favorite sport because you can go as fast as you want. Like walking, it's just one pace, and so you get bored. But on bike riding, you go as fast as the pain that you can endure. If you have a lot of aggression and you want to have a lot of physical pain, then you can go really fast on a bike, and then that makes you feel like alive, because it gets the blood and the adrenaline going, especially if you're listening to music, so you're going up the hill, which is fun, and then you go down the hill, which is really fun because you can feel the air, and then you can see the landscape. And oh man, I love mountain biking and road biking too, especially in the Boulder area, because there's people everywhere who are really fast, who can like pass you, and so you can race. You don't have to sign up to races to like race. You just go riding out on the road, and then you're racing everybody. And then, now they have Strava, so every time you go on a bike ride, you can come home, plug your computer in, and see how you did. I still have this. I think I checked. I can't remember last time I checked, but I had the Strava record for months on this one section downhill right here in Boulder. That was pretty cool. Out of like 800 people who tried it on the Batassel Preserve. But yeah, I'm totally psyched to do mountain biking, dude. I want to do enduro riding. I love enduro riding. But it gets less fascinating as I get older. I hope I don't get so old that by the time I'm done with my timeline, I'm not interested in the kayak trip anymore. But I get interested in that stuff and doing like biking and adventure type stuff if I'm really fit, because then I'm like, oh yeah. In fact, Yeah, because I have thought about skiing to the South Pole, and I even designed this. I drew the drawings of it and everything of the sled. That it's this big, like plastic bubble that has a door. So when you ski all day long and you pull it, and you just have all of your gear inside the plastic bubble, so you don't have to pack up or take down or anything. You just get out of your sleeping bag and then you jump outside, and then you pull your plastic bubble that's on the skis. And then when you camp, you just push the little spikes into the ground to keep it there if there's like a windstorm or something. And then you sleep and you get to look around. There's this perfect view. So imagine being in this crazy hurricane in the middle of Antarctica, and you're just in your nice little plastic bubble. You don't have to worry about your tent getting blown away because it's the plastic bubble, and you don't have to take up or put down. And there's no which can be dangerous because you have to have your hands working for you to fool around with a tent and stuff. And then you just tug it during the day with your skis and go across South America, Antarctica, a couple thousand miles. I came up with the idea when I was younger, and something like big like that wasn't daunting to me. But once you're fit, stuff like that isn't daunting. You can do like a 200-mile bike ride like it's a cakewalk. And so hiking across 2,000 miles across the Antarctica would be nice. The only problem with that would be falling into a crevasse, but if you just go on a well-defined route, you just go and maybe they could invent some kind of sonar thing that could detect if there's a crevasse. But I think that's a big sport in the future that a lot of people are going to do, skiing to the South Pole and back. It's going to be just another one of those playgrounds. That's just this huge wide open spaces, and it's all you, and you go, and so yeah. That's one of the predictions of the future. So I'd love to do that one day, if I'm ever, if I can, if I can afford it. Okay, so, and I'm not like fired up about doing some computer thing, or I don't have a family. Okay, so yeah, I'm not really that much of a team sport guy. I like to watch sports, though. I like to watch soccer, only during the World Cup. But the World Cup, I love watching World Cup soccer. I'm all over it. And I don't really watch sports or anything on TV, though, because I'm always working on my project. But I do like UFC because that's really technical, And it's like, I heard they're thinking about taking wrestling out of the Olympics, and I don't think that's a good idea. It's the most ancient sport, and it's very technical too. So, yeah. But MMA fighting, it just includes everything. I don't, and I like watching the girls do it though because they have nice bodies. But I'll watch the guys too. So, and weightlifting. I like weightlifting because it makes you feel good. And physically, it makes you feel awesome. It makes you feel better than like biking or running. It's just, because your whole body is exercise now. All the muscles in your body, you feel, oh man, I love the physical. And you look good too. You look awesome. Even if you're totally out of shape and you pump iron, while the blood's still in your muscles, you can flex in the mirror and you can look fit, Like when you look at these actors and singers or whatever, and they're shirtless or whatever, and they're all buff, you could get anybody to look buff like that. Because they took those pictures while they just did like 50 push-ups and their blood is in the lifted weights, and now it's like, okay, take the picture while the blood's still in my muscles. And like I could make, like I'm in horrible shape right now, but I could look totally buff if I wanted to. Like in 10 minutes, I could flex and people would be like, ooh, you're buff. You just have to take that picture while the blood's still in there. But anyways, I love lifting weights, especially at big gyms because there's so many machines. You just go to one machine. Oh, and I love drop setting, where you do 10 sets and then you drop it down 10 pounds and then do 10, drop it down 10 pounds and do 10. And and it's something you can do when you're totally out of shape because you don't have to lift hard or anything. You just do what you want. And when you're isolating muscles, just doing one muscle, it doesn't overdo your heart. And so it doesn't make you out of breath, and it's not painful, and so it's a good way to ease yourself back into shape when you're out of shape. But yeah, once I get in shape, I like to do CrossFit stuff. But yeah, and like mountain climbing is fun. I'm gonna do a lot of that stuff hopefully next summer in Boulder. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I'm not really into team sports, dude. Nobody passes the ball to me. It's like, why the fuck would I? You know. These guys invited me to play basketball a few years ago in the gym, and like the guy passed the ball to me once, but it was too fast and I didn't miss it. And then after that, nobody would pass the ball to me. And it's like, well, if nobody's gonna pass the ball to me when I'm open, then why the fuck do you even want me to play? And I can never get the rebound because I can't jump that high for some reason, and I also don't never know where the ball's gonna be. So, but yeah, I was never on any of the team sports growing up. I was in track in 7th grade, and then I was in cross country in 12th grade, and that was fun because I was good at it. Okay, so that's that. That's what I think about sports. Sports are fun. Sports are fun. Sports are fun. Oh, you know what? They should have like wrestling clubs. You know how they have like volleyball clubs? They should have wrestling clubs in towns where you can sign up and show up at the wrestling tournaments and stuff where you wrestle girls. I love to wrestle girls. That'd be awesome. And okay, so that's that. All right, peace out.